The new rule of digital banking, I can already see it in your face. Oh no, not a vendor telling me how old I am as a bank and how slow and how I'm sleeping. But I want to take you down from the universe where we are flying and where the outlook is now that you guys are knowing how important data is. And as we are in the Netherlands, my inspiration for you would be to say, okay, let's go straight forward, as you guys in the Netherlands are, and I very much appreciate it. Obviously, I'm from Germany, we are not so far away. I would give you concrete examples about how a digital transformation in a bank could look like in terms of financial health, how you can help your clients with that aspect, how you can personalize and make use of that data, how that analytics part could work and how the concrete use cases are behind all that words, how you can become a data-driven bank, and also in terms of operational excellence, because still, although data is incredibly important, there is way more to do in the bank, right? And I want to give you an example. A good friend of mine has a company car since 20 years, meaning he pays no insurance for a car, no repair, he buys no tires, no nothing. And he tells me, every single year I get an offer from my bank, hey, here's new car leasing, here's new car loan, why don't you want to buy it? Because he's 45 years old, earning some money, for sure, he's male and he needs to have a car. Yeah, sure. No. And the question is, if that is clever and if this is smart, and if this is the right way to reach out to your clients in the digital space. And so, data-driven personalization would be my inspiration, my recommendation to you. See it as an offer. How you can make more business and how you can impact certain key aspects and certain KPIs. You see, for example, here customer engagement is for sure a topic. Customer engagement in that context means how often is my mobile app used, because forget everything else, web, you've seen screens will anyway disappear. How often is my mobile app used and how long is it used? Because at the end of the day, you want to sell products and you want to help your clients in a certain situation, because you know it's not about the product, it's about the problem of the client he wants to solve with the help of a banking product. And so you need to be there without having contact to the customer, without owning the customer interface, because having in mind open banking, there is something going on with embedded finance. You might lose the connection. You want to be there, and so you need customer engagement. This is the prerequisite for everything. And with that being in the right moment, with the right product, at the right customer, you can influence the product revenue uplift. Of course, will you sell more products? Because when I will go to Apple and buy these new glasses and you can detect, hey, this is an unusual spending here, 1,000 euros or 1,500 euros, I might be more open for a buy now, pay later offer as when I go to the home improvement store buying 50 euros for whatever, screwdriver or whatever. This could be the right moment, and this is what we see in personalization and data-driven banking. Of course, it's there in the return on investment, because we will charge you some money for that, okay. And also the acquisition costs will go down, because you will not send out millions of letters to clients, hey, mortgage, hey, car leasing. No, you will send it to the right ones, and digitally. And so, concrete example, how could it look like in reality? Well, this is the mobile banking app. We say, our data analytics part and our models can detect what is an unusual spending, be it on a current account, be it on a credit card. And then there are certain ways, yeah? Not the stupid push notifications, hey, you paid 1,000 euros in Apple and hey, congratulations, all fine, or the salary comes in or whatsoever. This is an example of what we call outlier detection, where an unusual spending is, and then it gets personalized. For example, your customer does not have a credit card at all. Then one offer could be, hey, my dear friend, next time you buy in the Apple store, use our credit card and we give you a buy now, pay later, we give you a split, and we give you a wallet upgrade. A second situation with the same transaction in the same time, but for a different customer, could be he has used his debit card, because in the Netherlands as well as Germany, you have a very popular local payment scheme for debits. So do we have. And you could make him aware, hey, next time use your credit card, because there are some certain benefits. Buy now, pay later, cashbacks, loyalty rewards, whatsoever, could be another option. He will listen, because he maybe forgot. He said, ah, shit, yes. And this is the chance to get on top of the wallet in that moment, because this is what you want to do. This is the chance to impact then the customer interface, to say, get back to the brain, do not use Revolut. I had conversations, for example, with banks in Switzerland that say, look, the abroad business, the abroad transactions with Visa card in Germany, in Italy, in France was very, very interesting for us in terms of revenue. And people today, they transfer the money to Revolut, they go abroad and spend the money. So we need to have a way of getting back on top of mind of the customer. And this could be in that moment with a personalized approach. And the third one is, of course, the more of the best cases. Customer makes this payment, customer has the credit card, and in that moment you say, hey, and my friend, don't forget, there is a split payment option, buy now, pay later. And that is happening real time, not in 4 weeks, not in 6 weeks, real time. Yeah? When the transaction is in mind and he says, oh yes, yeah, actually, yeah, makes sense, because I will use my MacBook for 3 years, yeah, split makes sense, makes commercially sense, I have other ideas. And the fourth option, we don't have it on the slides, could also be that your risk management feeds what we call personalization platform that we will implement in the bank, and says, and if this is the last man on earth, we will not lend him money. Then you could hand him over to a financial wellness topic, which we, for example, have done with Raiffeisen International Cooperative Bank, that because of the structure, of course, they need also to sell products because they would die. But on the other side, they say social aspects is very relevant to us, and we want to help the people manage their finances better. And for that fourth guy, that is not a good quantity, you hand him over to say, let's feed him with financial wellness, with financial information, with a new generation of PFM, not with a static design, what happened in the past, and all these nice graphs, you know this, that's over. We help him better understand, manage his finances, manages his liquidity, to say, hey, good choice with that new MacBook, but keep in mind, rent will come that month, you will still have to pay some insurances, and you need some food. Can get difficult in your account this month. Be aware, we have to talk, we need to manage stuff. So this is proactive and dynamic and contextual and relevant. And there are other concrete use cases where you can be with the right product in the right moment to the right customer. For example, when you detect someone is buying a plane ticket. You could say as a bank, hey my dear friend, health insurance for abroad, is that an option? Think about it. Yeah? Or embed that in the bigger context in the communication to your customer and say, hey my dear friend, welcome to, for example, in the United States, welcome to the UK. Please keep in mind when you use your credit card in this foreign currency, pay in your local language. It will save you money. No pitch, no nothing, just helping, giving him a hand, and bring you as a bank into the position to be the trusted advisor of your customer. And restore that connection and saying, because people are used to when the bank calls, oh, they want to sell me something, I'm in trouble, I'm in overdraft, whatever. Here you are in a positive communication. You can help your client and living a better life and solving his financial problems and giving him a helping hand. And again, of course, also in Germany, hey, yeah, but how is that with data privacy? Yeah, what will the client say? Yeah, we see it here. 6% net promoter score. 6 countries, not only Hungary or 6 countries. That we've collected that feedback from the clients that say yes. Of course, you will have to have an opt-in GDPR. No discussion. Yeah? You say, not somewhere in the terms of your e-banking contract, so you say, look, here's the service, this is what you can expect. Do you want it or do you want it not? And what we've learned, Generation Z, Generation Y, they are more open maybe, and then you can get them engaged, because at one point they will earn money and then you want to be there. When they contact you and say, oh, look, I found a house and I already have 3 offers for my mortgages, and what do you pitch? Then it's too late. You want to start earlier. With our insights catalog, you can say, hey, my dear friend, you're living in a rent, you're paying 1,000 euros and all your risk models and all that. You maybe want to start an engagement in terms of, what is your guess? How much mortgage can you afford? How much house can you afford? Do you want to calculate? We've seen you paid 900 euros rent. This is a personalized communication. You take it from the transaction and say you pay 900 euros in rent. How does that translate in a house? 1 million, 1.5 million? What do you think? There are other cases. This is what you get from us as an inspiration. And as I said, of course, banks are bigger and digital transformation is way more. Yeah? With 2-3 smart notifications, it will not solve your problems in mobile banking and in web banking and in CRM and in intelligence. There is way more. And surprise, surprise, there is also a solution for what we can offer. This is our overall approach. We can help you in retail banking, we can help you in wealth management as well in corporate banking. And SME banking, and especially in SME banking, there is my fourth point for the inspiration, which is then operational excellence. We've seen that onboarding in SME, I'm just thinking about if I can use the term, it's a pain in the ass. Let's say, likely, yeah? It's a problem, because 75% of these customers have one more user you need to have. They have 2 or 3, or think about the corporates, 20, 25 people that are allowed to sign in the account, and they go to another companies and back and forth, and all that relationship manager, mails and paperwork, and then compliance, and said, oh, but this passport is no longer valid, you need to go back, and then a scan and a PDF and a photo and back and forth. Costs you a shitload of money, I'm sorry. And so we have there a smart way in onboarding your SME clients and onboarding your corporate clients without even having a video chat. Yeah? This is still all gone. We can detect it with the system, if this is a real person or if this is a bot. We can detect this, we read out the ID cards and all this, and so we can easily and smoothly onboard this. Because you are in the international market, very likely you will also have clients or people that are allowed to sign the account sitting maybe in the US, in Middle East, and then you have different time zones, and can get very difficult. Huh? And of course, it's my job to find our software great, but so do our clients. And we see here at TBC how we've impacted. They had the problem that they've been behind. Old systems, old banking, old mobile banking, code from 10 years ago, and all this. And they said, we need to do something, otherwise we will die. Because the threat is ahead. We talk in Eastern European markets, and they say, our biggest problem, Revolut. We are really feeling them. Times are over when people say, oh, we have some Revolut. Yeah, from time to time I use Revolut. No, they are really eating the lunch. So they say, we need something. And we help them. And you see the impact. And our approach in digital banking, because you know you are all different. Yeah? No vendor can fit your requirements. You will look at the slides and say, yeah, makes sense, sure. But we are different. In our case, it's different because you want to own your UX, you want to have your own design, you want to be individual, because this is where you make the difference. Because in ETF, where's the difference? Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's blue, and sometimes it's yellow branded, but at the end it's an ETF, so the user experience and the design and the customer journeys, they make the difference. And we are not so arrogant to say we have the knowledge alone. We give you a so-called digital banking operation system, meaning it speeds you up, it accelerates your time to market, but you still are able to own the customer interface in terms of your own designs, in terms of your own ideas. We say we give you a set where you can start. You don't have to start from scratch so that you are live in 2 years, because this is likely to be too late. Yeah? Very likely you won't have so much time, and your management will say, my dear friend, 2 years, 5 million, that's not going to happen. How many people? 100. We don't even have them. So we can give you here a hand with our platform and speed you up, with giving you the flexibility to inspire you and putting your own ideas into the platform. And if you now say, it was a bit quick, I'm not sure if I understood everything and I will have a lot of questions, perfect. This is our desk. We have there a lot of flyers. I'm browsing around here the whole day, so reach out to me, and I hope the commercial break was not too painful.